Also traveling just about from Richmond is somebody whose catchy campaign slogan, "A little goes a long way in Mathews County," sums up the drive and determination Jen Little has to make a positive difference in the lives of students and families in Mathews County. As the youngest chairman of the Mathews County School Board, and currently serving her second term as the youngest woman vice chairman of the same board, Miss Little has distinguished herself as a true champion for excellent education at all levels. Ms. Little has served in many community organizations, including the Mathews Rotary Club, the board of the Mathews Chamber of Commerce, the Hampton Roads Association of Commercial Real Estate, and the Commercial Real Estate Women. She is also a gubernatorial appointee to the State Board for the Commonwealth's Department of Behavioral Health and Development Services. Ms. Little showed her support of small businesses by founding the Little Marketing Department in June, which focuses on providing small businesses the marketing and business development resources they need in order to be successful during our troubled economic times. The receipt of many accolades, Ms. Little was recognized by Inside Business magazine twice as one of the Hampton Roads Women of Achievement in 2006 and again in 2010 as one of the top 40 under 40 professionals in Hampton Roads. Jen Little's strong belief in world-class education and big boosts for small businesses, along with her commitment to improving life for her constituents and all citizens of the Commonwealth, make her a true rising star, and we're glad that she's here today. Jen Little.
Good golly, as Don read that, I was thinking, who is that person? I had some prepared remarks, and they've gone by the wayside as I saw the handouts that were received. Not listed in this handout is the only social provision in Virginia's Constitution, which everybody should know. Do we have history teachers here? Civics? There is only one social provision in the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Virginia. It isn't a road, it isn't Medicaid, it isn't anything else other than that all children of the Commonwealth of Virginia have access to a free, high-quality public education. And right now, our lawmakers in Richmond and in Washington are putting their social agendas above our children and are shirking their responsibility to provide our children a free, high-quality education. And they are dumping it back on us. So the General Assembly wants to talk about budget cutbacks. Who hasn't had to have a budget cutback in their household in this room or in this outdoors? Here's some cutbacks. The cutback that you've had in your retirement because you haven't had a raise in several years.
Yeah.
That cumulative effect will affect you later on in life in your golden years. How about making less money while you're paying more for gas? How about the cuts you've had to make in the household? Switching what you buy. Maybe your mortgage, that hasn't gone down. It goes up, it goes up, it goes up. Our insurance goes up. We have to make cutbacks in internet and in cutting back our services that we can have at home, and it is not something that we need to do. And as Don mentioned, I am a businesswoman, and I do support small businesses. And earlier this week on the House floor, Delegate Bob Brink read a letter from Virginia's business leaders begging them to put more emphasis on education, because for businesses to thrive in Hampton Roads in Virginia, a high-quality, highly educated workforce. Dom, can you help me out here with these papers? They're just going to fly in my face. Thank you. Is needed, and without fully funding education, we can't pull that off. We cannot pull it off. And year after year after year, this is my 5th year on a school board, we've had cuts. Yesterday was probably the worst day of my career on the school board. The RIF letters went out. We haven't had to do that before since I've been on the school board, and I didn't have to deliver them. But our superintendent was there with every teacher, and you know what? The professionalism that comes out of the teachers, educational support professionals, and all of those who keep the wheels turning in our schools, that really, really amazes me, is that when those RIF letters went out and those meetings took place with our superintendent, assistant superintendent, and the principals and building managers of those schools, with these professionals, do you think that they worried more about themselves? No! They said, I just need a few more minutes to pull myself together so I can go back in that classroom and take care of those children. That's what they were concerned about. Now, can someone tell me why the hell they're, sorry children, why that is not what they are concerned about in Richmond and in Washington? And just want to bring up one more point, because I found it as an American something I was ashamed of when I was informed of this information. Recently I went to a National School Board Association Federal Relations Network training conference, much like the VEA does their leadership training. Did you know, despite all of the talk in Washington about funding education, about education ideas, all these things they want to do, charter schools, no matter where you stand on what issue, less than 0.5% of the federal budget goes towards funding public K-12 education. That is embarrassing. Do you think China's doing that? India? Any of our other enemies? Do you think that's what they're doing? They're decreasing their investments? No, because they want our jobs. They want to take our jobs from our kids. And so I am here today to send the message that you are appreciated for all that you do, at every level of what you do. And I just, one analogy, I'm a visual person. And so I have this, hopefully it'll work for me, because if it doesn't work. Got this candle here, and you know, this is our children. They're the future. But without them, without the tools needed, the education they need to succeed, they cannot shine. Without the hard work of teachers and parents and our communities as a whole, they cannot be what live to their fullest potential, and I'm stalling, to one day grow up and be the future that we need them to be. So thank you all for the opportunity to be here today. And don't forget to call your legislators. Those budgets in Richmond are not going to work for our localities. They're shirking their responsibility, and we're not going to take it. As Tom Petty put it, I'm not backing down.
Somehow the word feisty comes to mind. I like it.